to sketch the graph of y equals to modulus of 3x minus x squared. Given the two endpoints for the x ranging from -1 to 5. We start off by sketching this graph without the modulus 3x minus x squared. As you observe, this is a quadratic function. And because the coefficient of the x squared graph, the coefficient of the x squared term is negative, so it is a maximum graph, this shape. Alright, and we know that it's going to cut x-axis, so we have to determine the intersection of the x-axis. We also need to determine the turning point. Okay, to find the intersection with the x-axis, we let y equals to 0. So we have 3x minus x squared equals to 0. We have 2 points of intersection with the x-axis, x equals 0 and x equals to 3. So let's mark out these 2 points of intersection with the x-axis. To find the turning point, we do completing the square for 3x minus x squared. We take out the negative sign, get x squared minus 3x x minus 3 over 2 square. The square of this is 9 over 4. Subtract 9 over 4. If you have forgotten how to do completing the square, you can revise from the textbook. So, looking at this expression, we were able to determine the turning point, 3 over 2 9 over 4. Or you could multiply the minus sign inside first, so you get this. So that's how I get the turning point at 1.5, and the y coordinate is 9 over 4. X is 1.5, y is 9 over 4, about 2 1/4. Then how about the two endpoints? We put in x equals to -1. When x equals to -1, y equals to -4. Then when x equals to 5, y equals to -5. When x equals to 5, y equals to -5. So now I'm going to draw this quadratic graph using a dotted line. Okay, so you get a parabola with the two endpoints, 5 minus 5 and -1 minus 4, and the turning point is 1.5, 2 1/4, and the intersection is at 0 and 3. This is only the graph y equals to 3x minus x squared. So when I put on the modulo sign, what happened to this graph? The portion that is above the x-axis will remain unchanged. So this portion will remain unchanged. The portion that is below the x-axis will be reflected. So this point -1, -4 will be reflected to -1, 4. And this point 5, -5 will be reflected to 5, 5. So the graph looks like this. So this portion is reflected up, this portion reflected up. This portion remains unchanged. So this is how the graph of y equals to modulus of 3x minus x squared looks like.